All right. Hi, everyone. We'll wait just a few seconds as everyone joins today, but welcome to our webinar series. We're so excited to share more about our computer science and informatics programs today. Just want to wait a couple of seconds as everyone is able to join. As we're kicking off, please drop a comment in the chat. Let us know where you're listening in from. Let us know where your area of interest is. Are you interested in computer science? This is where we'll be able to see your questions coming in for our presenters. All right, so as everyone's joining, we just wanted to start by saying a big hello from Indianapolis, Indiana. We're so glad you're able to join us this morning, Indiana time. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone on listening in today. We will kick off with just a few reminders. Please do use the chat feature today. Share some questions that we can ask during our question and answer session later on. Let us know if you have any particular questions for our presenters about the topic, about IU Indianapolis. We'll be keeping an eye out there. Let us know where you are listening in from today. We're so happy that you're able to join us. Please know that this is a live stream today on StreamYard, but we are also live on our Facebook, LinkedIn, and other social pages. For anyone who has registered on StreamYard, we will be following up after the presentation today to share out the certificates. So thank you so much for registering. We hope that everyone can stay connected with us, and we'll be sharing our contact information on the call today. And then to kick things off, we just wanted to share a little bit about IU Indianapolis. We'll then move over to the exciting part of the presentation with our wonderful guest speakers focusing on computer science and informatics. And then we'll have time for a question and answer session at the very end. So to kick things off, I did just want to share a little bit about Indiana University Indianapolis with you. Our beautiful urban research campus in the heart of downtown Indianapolis. So let me begin here. Excellent. We are IU Indianapolis, and we have a wonderful downtown urban campus in Indianapolis, Indiana, the state capital of Indiana in the Midwest in the US. Indianapolis is the hub for business, culture, economics, and more in the state of Indiana. Our campus itself is just to the west of downtown Indianapolis and only about 10 minutes from our international airport. We have a beautiful campus where students can really maximize and make the most of their time in their program, inside of the classroom in top academic programs, outside of the classroom, getting involved in campus activities. But to kick things off, we just wanted to show a beautiful view of our campus itself. So this is where all of our dorms, research hubs, classroom spaces, athletic sport fields will be located. So our campus location really is a great benefit for our students. And Indianapolis, as you can see from the photo here, we're walkable, a walking distance to all of the downtown amenities. But a little bit about campus itself. We have currently about 2,000 international students from more than 100 countries around the world, and we love to welcome students from many different places to come and study in our programs. It's a welcoming campus, a welcoming city, and despite the large campus size of more than 22,000 students, we actually still have that wonderful ability to have, on average, a smaller class size. So you'll have the opportunity to get to know your professor, your cohort, and build out your community while you're here on campus studying. Another great way to enjoy your time outside of the classroom is to get involved with campus activities. So happy to share that IU Indianapolis has so many ways to get involved. We are a Division I school, which means you can attend sporting events, maybe check out our basketball team, swimming, volleyball. There are many popular sports and some great teams to check out on campus. There are also ways for you to get involved with intramural sports and play more club sports setup and make some friends. Join one of our more than 400 clubs or student organizations, including many of our international or multicultural clubs. Again, being so close to downtown, there are also added benefits to accessing great restaurants with international cuisine, shopping, museum, concerts, green space, parks, and more. And this also means you have great access to look for internships while you study. And I think that's really important because many students are looking for ways to build out their resume, CV, think about grad school in the future, or look for future job opportunities. So networking and finding research positions or internship options while you study is something that is encouraged at IU Indianapolis. Here's just a really short list of some of the places that are locally local companies, local corporations, local partnerships that we have around our city. And please reach out to the international office at IU Indianapolis for more details about this. We're happy to connect with you. Please reach out to us at iapply@iu.edu, and I'll be sharing more about that soon. Although today's focus is going to be zoning in on programs within our Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering, we offer a wide range of options for students to choose from, including top programs in health, sciences, business, technology, and liberal arts. We are home to the only dental school in the state of Indiana, as well as the IU School of Medicine, and there are multiple lab spaces, research institutes, and other options on our campus that students can join and take part in partnership with professors and other research teams. So quickly to apply as an undergraduate student to IU Indianapolis, you would first need to submit your application, and please know we accept the Common App, or you can apply directly through our website, the Apply IU portal. We would need some additional documents like your academic records, your transcripts. Depending on where you are from, we may need proof of English proficiency. But please know we are SAT and ACT optional. So that could be one way to show proof of English, but it is not required for your application to IU Indianapolis. We are here in the international office to help throughout the whole admissions process, and then along with our team in student services to help welcome you to campus, kick off with a wonderful welcome week and orientation program so we can share all of the resources with students and help to make sure you have a strong, successful first semester and entire program at IU Indy. A few important dates to keep in mind if you're thinking about applying, especially at that undergrad level. December 15th is going to be our deadline for our competitive honors college scholarships. February 15th is going to be our deadline for merit scholarships and some other campus-wide scholarships. Fall semester is when we offer our scholarships, so the next intake will be fall 2026, and apps will open from August. So like I said, keep in touch. Let us know what questions come up during this time period, and we'll be happy to help with that. Here's a photo of campus looking toward our downtown skyline, and a lovely quote from a student who was taking part in our International Student Success Mentor Program. So we look for many ways to support our international students while they're studying on campus, provide information about resources. Current students share their experiences as well, and we hope that we can connect with you and share that out. So wrapping up, a good takeaway here is, if you have questions about the admissions process for the undergraduate level, graduate level as well, please reach out to us at iapply@iu.edu. We look forward to hearing from you, and we hope we can stay connected. Thanks very much for listening to the general information about IU Indianapolis. And now my favorite part of these webinars, turning it over to the presenters. So it is my great pleasure today to extend a warm welcome to our two presenters from the Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering. I'll let them introduce themselves during their presentations, but I'd just like to say to both of you, thank you so very much for taking the time early on a Saturday morning here in Indianapolis to share information with our audience. So over to you, Dr. Hossain. I'll pull up your presentation here, and thank you both so very much for your time today.
Thank you, Leslie.
Yeah. Pardon me, I'm going back to your first slide.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah,
all set,
yeah,
sir.
sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Leslie, once again, and for your lovely introduction to the students. I hope that is very useful. Okay, let me introduce myself first. I am Mohammad Hossain, teaching professor in the Department of Computer Science in Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering. I am also the program director for the BS in Computer Science program. So here I will be talking about our department, our faculty, and the programs that we offer in the department. And as Leslie mentioned, if you have any question, you can contact with us. We'll be happy to answer your queries. So let's begin. Um, So welcome everybody in the Department of Computer Science. This Computer Science Department established in July 1st, 2024. So you might think that okay, it's a new department. And in fact, you're right, it's a new department in the sense that we were in the with the part of IUPUI, which was the previous institution actually. So we got separated, and Computer Science Department was brought from the School of Science to Luddy School. So that's how it's new. But in fact, the faculty members, they are not. They are here for quite a long time. So don't get confused with this, that it's a new department. You will hear this thing that it's a new department in the sense that it's new in Luddy School. Um, so here we um, offer BS, MS, and PhD degrees in computer science, and all our programs are directed for job-focused degrees, hands-on experience, industry partnership, and um, research opportunities with faculty members. I will introduce our faculty members. You'll see that they have lots of experience in research. So that is, as a research-focused institution, we give much emphasis on research. But you may think that okay, research is only for master's or PhD, but that's not true actually. From undergraduate studies, you can focus on research, and there are many ways that research doesn't mean that you have to spend your whole life in the lab. You can apply this research experience with your teacher in your applied field also. So we'll go through this and try to see how you can be benefited from our rich pool of faculty members. We do research on areas like artificial intelligence, biomedical computing, cybersecurity, data science, machine learning, and so forth. So all fields of computer science. And in this slide, in the right side, you can see our wonderful pool of faculty members who are dedicated in uh, teaching as well as in research. I'll just go briefly with this. I'm not going to bore you with the detail of their research, but I'm just showing their, maybe just to introduce them and then show their research interest. So Dr. Mohammad Abdul Muttalib, who is the chair of the Department of Computer Science, is specialized in multimodal temporal deep learning, designing optimal breast cancer treatment plans. There's Dr. Mohammad Al Hassan, expert in graph uh, neural network, deep learning, natural language processing. Dr. Aryan Duresi, who is expert in building trustworthy, causal, and aligned AI, artificial intelligence, which is the top discussion among the researchers nowadays and affecting all of our lives right now. Dr. Xiaofen Fang, specialized in data visualization, interactive AI, medical image analysis. Dr. James H. Hill, uh, intelligent software engineering. Dr. Heizhu Zhang, natural language processing. Dr. Yao Liang, machine learning, wireless sensor network, IoT, infrastructure, data and modeling integration. Dr. Rajiv Raje, distributed computing systems, service-oriented computing, software engineering, programming languages. Dr. Uni Shah, uh, computer science education, machine learning, AI. Dr. Jack Zhang, AI and wearable for smart health world. Dr. Lu Zhang, AI, AGI, brain-inspired AI, AGI. Dr. Shukai Zhu, cybersecurity, deep learning, open and trusted e-voting technology. So with this faculty description, you can see that we are expertise in many different field of computer science. Um, so let's focus on the programs that we offer to our students. So Luddy School of Informatics, Computing and Engineering at Indianapolis University at Indiana University at Indianapolis campus, we offer a comprehensive range of computer science degrees. So we have uh, undergraduate degrees of two types. One is Bachelor of Arts, BA in Computer Science, and Bachelor of Science, BS in Computer Science. And also we offer an accelerated BA, BS, and MS in Computer Science. So if you ask me the difference between BA and BS, later we'll see that how many our uh, credit distribution, but just give you some hints that BS is most focused on the mathematical side. So you have to do calculus 1, calculus 2. So that will make you ready for challenges like data science and machine learning, other fields. Whereas BA is less focused on the mathematical side, rather it focused on the applied side or something like that. So basically, you will see the lots of courses common between these two programs, but as I mentioned, that BS is more math rigorous program. We also have the graduate program, the Masters of Science in Computer Science, and Doctor of Philosophy, PhD in Computer Science. And we are also going to open Masters of Software Engineering, which will be an completely online program. Mm. The BS in Computer Science has 120 credit hours, and it has general education for 42 credits, which will focus courses like communication, analytical reasoning, life science, and cultural understanding. The CS core courses are 36 hours, covering programming, data structure, discrete math, computer architecture, operating system, and software engineering. We have um, 18 credit hour of CS selective that you can choose from advanced topics like AI, cybersecurity, and data science. You have a capstone project for 3 credit hours where the students will do hands-on experience of something and that will demonstrate their understanding of the field. We have general elective. So other than those electives, you can choose from your interest. You have interest in psychology, you have interest in some other field uh, throughout the campus. You can choose uh, 19 credit hour for that. The career readiness, a 2-hour credit course, which will make the students ready for their next phase of their academic journey. Make career decision, articulate a professional value. So this kind of course things will be discussed in that course. So uh, uh, the the BS in computer science, there are a few focus area. So based on your based on that selective and general elective, with this you can just focus on some area. Like you can be focused on operating system, learn about system architecture, process management, and resource allocation. You can be focused on software engineering, focuses on software development process, methodologies, and best practices. You can focus on programming language, study different paradigms of programming language, compiler design, and so on. You can be focused on computer network. You can be focused on cybersecurity. So you can select your selective courses in a way that you focus in one of these areas. Um, then the BA is, you can see, you have the, again, 120 hour credit hour program with general education of 41 credit hour. Core CS is 36, which cover programming, discrete structure, data structure in Python or Java, and computer architecture. Then you can get area of specialization for 18 credit. You can there is still the capstone project, technical writing, so you will take some few English courses to improve your writing skills, general elective for 17 credit hours, and career readiness for 2 credit hours. So this way we have divided our major two program, BA and BS in computer science. Um, we have This is our accelerated 5 years BS plus MS degree. Um, this program duration is 5 years. Uh, During the senior undergraduate level, the students will register for courses that will be counted towards their graduate program. So you can take like 9 to 12 credit hours. So these courses will be count both in your undergrad and master's degree. So you have to complete 120 degree for your undergrad program, and then um, remaining courses will take later in your master study. 21 credit hours will be remaining because 9 to 12 credit hours will be shared from your undergrad. So this way you can get a just spending one additional year, you can get both master's and BS degree. Um, uh, I'm just want to mention that the success stories for our students, they are like hired in many big organizations that you can see here: Microsoft, Amazon, Google. So we have Facebook, Apple. We have our students recruited there after they graduated from our institution, and also the few local companies are there who hires our uh, students. So this is a very successful program, and as I mentioned, our faculty members are very dedicated for the students. We It is our top priority for student success. So hopefully, if you choose to join our department, these programs, you will enjoy that. And there are some useful links that you can go and see more information. Uh, and I'm sure Leslie will share this with you uh, at the end. And if you have any question, you can ask me, or we'll be very glad to answer your question. Thank you very much. This was my presentation.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, Mohammed. That was great. I will
Mhm,
be sharing more links in the chat. We're happy to get those links to everyone listening in today.
mhm,
So thanks for your presentation today, and
mhm.
I'll turn it over to Dr. Zhou, Louie, thank you so much, and over to you, sir.
Right. So let me share my screen first. Okay. Can you guys see?
Oh, yes, looks great.
Okay. All right. All right. All right, everyone. Welcome to the presentation. My name is Louie. I'm the teaching professor at the Luddy School and also the director of the undergraduate informatics program. So I teach several courses for the undergraduate informatics program. So I'll start my presentation with the question, what is informatics? And then I'll show you some important courses and the curriculum information, and also share with you some student project, the sample student project they created when they were taking those courses. And then share with you some other wonderful opportunities, the like research opportunities and capstone internships, so on and so forth. Of course, then also share with you the career outcomes and some other wonderful opportunities. All right, first I try to answer the question, what is informatics? I get this question a lot. And if you have never heard of informatics, if you don't know the answer for this question, you are not alone, because answering this question is not as easy as answering questions like what is computer science or what is computer engineering. For two reasons. Number one, informatics is a new emerging field. So the field is evolving and the field has not been well defined yet. Number two, the informatics is made of other fields and is a combination of several other fields. So that's why it is not so easy to answer this question. But there are, if you search on the internet, you'll find very different definitions. But the term informatics broadly describes the study, design, and the development of information technology for the good of people, organization, and the societies. Informatics studies how the IT can be used in different fields to solve problems. You also study how people interact with the IT and how IT can shape our relationships, organizations, and our world. So those are the focus of informatics. So another questions I often get is what is the difference between informatics and the computer science? Um, again, the informatics focus on the application of computational techniques to solve real-world problems in specific domains. I have a slide to show you those common and area of specializations that may include like healthcare. If you are interested in healthcare, I want to use the computing techniques to solve problems in healthcare or biology or business, so on and so forth. As Dr. Hossain just explained that the computer science part more focused on the theoretical and the technical foundations of computers. So here's the event diagram shows you the combination of three different areas that make up the informatics. So there are three axes of the informatics curriculum. Number one, we call it the technical axis. Number two is the social axis, and then number three is the area of specialization. So I'll go through these three areas briefly, and then also show you some courses and the sample student project. So here's the technical axis. In this axis, of the informatics program, we focus on the core computing and analytical skills, including like foundational concepts, software development, data handling, and then user experiences. So these areas, these focuses will equip students with the technical expertise needed to develop, analyze, and optimize the information systems. So that's one major core area. Here is one project student created when they took a programming and application development course. So here is just a shopping cart for flowers. So just like any real e-commerce website. The user can search, can browse, um, and then add the items to the shopping cart, and then later they can check out. So the checkout part is actually a fake. We don't have a connection to a real payment systems. But they also the application also implements the user authentication and authorization. So the user has to log in order to do the checking out things, and then different users can do different things. For example, the admin can add a new product or remove user, so on and so forth. For the regular user, can only do a shopping and to browse and to search products. So that's called the user authentication and authorization. And this is the another sample project. It's a database design. So when a student taking the database design class, they need to take the user's needs and then design a database to meet all those needs, right? So here the student use the MySQL, which is a very popular database management system. In this project, the student create API. That's in the first part of the course, and in the second part, they create API client, and that consumes the data provided by the API server and then display to the user. So student will create API server in the first half semester, and in the second half, they create something called a single page application to dynamically fetch data from the API server and then display the data to the user. So these are some projects students create when they take those technical courses like programming, database design, application development, so on and so forth. The next focus area is called the social access. So in this area, focus on the relationship between technology and society. That include the ethical and professional responsibilities, human technology interactions, and project and the team management. So this access ensures the students develop the skills to navigate the broader societal and organizational context of technology. And so this is another sample project, and a student, it's from the data visualization course. So the students will create this project when taking the class, and the student learn about the principles of visual perception and graphical encoding. So in this project, student designed a graphical user interface for an information system, and this course is called human-computer interaction. All right, and then the student will need to choose an area of specializations, usually in the third year. So the area of specialization allows the student to apply their technical and social informatics knowledge to a specific field. So here are some very short list of the area of specialization. There's a very, very long list on our school's website, but these are just popular ones. So they are technology-focused areas, for example, the computer science, applied data science, game design and development, and 3D graphic animations. There's also human-centered fields that include human-computer interactions, media arts and science, and health information management. And then there's also industry applications, including like business, legal informatics, and biology, so on and so forth. So in the third year, usually in the third year, but of course you can start early, you need to specify, you need to determine which area of specialization you want to focus on, and then you need to take courses from the different schools, different departments. So these specializations will enable students to tailor their informatics education to their career interests and industry needs. So there are lots of opportunities if you are interested in doing research. The program also provides various research experience. And there's one course called Introduction to Research in Informatics. And this course will give students a broader overview of research philosophy, design, and method. And then if you are interested in doing some research, you can connect with the faculty members and their research labs, and the student can engage in the research as early as they're like freshmen. And then you may also earn course credits or even receive funding through the research grants. Informatics faculty members conduct research in various areas, including like the biohealth, media, and design, so on and so forth. So you can connect with your faculty members to find the research project that align with your interest and align, again, the hands-on experience in your chosen field. One degree requirement is the capstone and internship project. So the capstone and or internship is the key requirement to earn a degree. It serves as the a student like a signature work. So because it's comprehensive and it just showcase all the experience, all the skills and you acquired in those years in informatics programs. So this experience allows students to apply their skills to real-world problems and prepare them for professional careers for or future studies. So there are three different ways to fulfill the requirement. One is to certainly complete the internship. That's the most popular ones. More than 80% of our graduates, they complete one or more internships. So that's one way. The second way is to complete a capstone project supervised by a faculty member. Number three option is to complete a thesis. So these are three different ways to fulfill this requirement. So as already mentioned, our students complete at least one or even more than one internships in industries. So there are many companies. You will find that our graduate students, they do the internships, and they are different positions. The media pay salary in 2024 is $32 per hour. And every semester we have these capstone events. So this will allow the students to showcase, to present their capstone project, the things they accomplish when they're doing the internship. So we have these opportunities available every semester. Then all the students who attend, their family members, there are lots of industry partners, they all attend. So this is a very good event to showcase the work you have, the achievement in those different activities. So the informatics is well known as its flexibilities. And so this diagram shows that it offers a very comprehensive, flexible educational path. So this will allow the student to customize their studies based on their interest and their career goals. So you take the core informatics courses, of course, then some general ed courses, and then you choose area of specializations. Again, there's a very long list of that, and then you complete internship, complete a capstone to finish the entire degrees. So there are lots of options you can choose from, you can focus on. Really depends on your interest, your background, and your long-term career goal. So this is just very briefly the career outcomes. As our 85% of our graduates, they either employed or continue to the other to like a master or a PhD to continue their educations, and then the median annual salary is 68,000 based on the 2024 data. Okay, and this also this slide also shows some common popular job title and also the big company that hires our graduates. We also have these 4+1 opportunities, and it's called the accelerated studies. So the informatics students have this unique opportunity to complete two degrees. Start with BS in informatics, and then you can advance to master degrees, and there are several options you can choose from. So in just 5 years, so there's several options available for this path. So for example, in 5 years, you can earn a BS in informatics and then an MS in applying the data science. So this will allow you to gain advanced skills and expanding your career opportunities. Okay, so that's my presentations. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.
Excellent. Thank you, Dr. Zhou. So as we kind of hop over to our question and answer time period, let me just kick that off by starting with a big thank you to both of our presenters. That was great content and really good information about Luddy School. So really excited to hear more details there. And I know myself, I plan on attending the upcoming Luddy capstone events later this spring semester. It's always such a cool way to check out and kind of hear from the students what they've been working on so hard throughout their whole academic program. So really excited to join those soon. But I do see a couple of questions in the chat. So yes, for everyone on the call today, please drop some questions in there if you have would like to hear more from the professors, ask a specific question about the programs or student experience. But yeah, let's kick things off with a few questions here. So first, well, it's exciting to see. We'll start with a question from someone who is an admitted student to the Luddy School, and that's fantastic. So thanks for joining the call today. They are asking specifically for you, Dr. Hossain. They're hoping to connect, and they're hoping to maybe continue their conversation after this webinar about research options. So I'll start with a general question of, if a student is on the call today, how can they stay connected with both of you? How can they connect with the Luddy School of Informatics, Computing and Engineering for more info? And specifically for admitted students or applicants on the call, what would you recommend to start that conversation and get to know professors in the department like you two?
Okay. First of all, I will congratulate Saman for his being admitted to PhD program in computer science department. So we are very excited to see you, and hopefully we'll cross the hurdle of that visa process and everything, and you'll join with us in fall. So before you come here, so my first advice would be to talk to the faculty members that you like. That you can go to their website and see their research interest and see which one aligns with you. I'm sure you have done already this kind of research, because I see that you mentioned the name of a professor, Mohammad Al Hassan. Yeah, so you can definitely email Professor Hassan, and he will be glad to answer your all queries. And you can also, if you want to know you have some general question like the funding and other things, you can also reach out to our department chair, Dr. Abdul Motaleb, and he is very proactive answering students' query, and he can direct your question to the proper channel so that you get your query answered. And yeah, so the email would be the number one way for communication, but in our website, we'll see our phone number also. But if you like, you can ask a question. You can just give us a call if it is convenient for you to make this international call. Um, okay, so that would I recommend you. Yeah. And also, if you want to connect with me, my information is also there, so you can connect with me, and I can also help you to connect with some other faculty members.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that we do have undergrad, graduate level, and of course, PhD folks on the call today, so calling in and interested in programs at all levels. So thank you both for sharing so many specifics and details about the range of levels available in the program. Let's see, I see another question here. Okay, wonderful. So we have a question, and I'll read it out loud here. What is the role of computer science and informatics in the health sector? Let's see, what and prerequisite skills are they required in both computers, like Excel? If someone is interested in pursuing health informatics as a master's student?
There's no prerequisites like Excel or anything. As long as you have a high school diploma, then we'll prepare you with all the skills you need to advance. So no problem. For the so in the informatics program, the student can choose an area of specialization called the health informatics or health management information systems like this. So you take some computing courses and then you take courses related to the health. So that will how it work in informatics. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Let's see. So I do see a couple of questions coming in outside of StreamYard here. And okay, perfect. So we have a question coming in, I believe from, I would suspect from maybe someone in high school right now. And they're wondering, so if a student is interested in more than one area, how does the Luddy School help them explore different tracks? And are double majors possible, a major and a minor? How does that work in the Luddy School?
We have a double major programs, so students can earn a BS in informatics and web development. I think it's called a full stack development.
Mhm.
So that's a double major. But of course, if you're interested in more than one areas, you can do certificates. When you're doing the BS informatics, for example, you can also complete other certificates.
I also like to mention that in Luddy School we are under the same School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering. So lots of courses you will see overlapping, and then that helps the students to get double measure. So you might, if you are doing double measure, doesn't mean that you have to replicate the all two different 120, 120. But lots of common courses are there that can be shared for both the both the programs. So you just need to carefully plan your degree ahead. And we have excellent pool of academic advisors there. They can help you out that how you can design your study plan so that you get double major, just spending as less amount of resource as time you have. So just take advantage of that. Contact with our academic advisor; they can help better because they know all the programs.
That is great advice. I agree.
Mhm.
The academic advising team and the whole admin team in Luddy, across campus, really, I love to see how supportive they are of the students. And that's sometimes one of the earliest and first conversations new students will have with their academic advisor or faculty advisor. So yeah, I agree. Great advice and really important conversations for
Right.
students to have.
Right. I completely agree with Dr. Hossain. And so our school, Luddy School, is now the only school that covers all the computer engineering stuff for the entire IUI campus. So if you want to pursue multiple degrees, if they're all related to the computers, then you probably can just do all this inside the Luddy School. But if you try to pursue another degree unrelated to computers, like music, for example, then you probably have to go outside the school to complete those the courses. Otherwise, you can just stay in the school and complete multiple degrees or multiple certificates.
Mhm. So kind of jumping topics here a little bit. I see another question coming in. In what ways do you see computer science and informatics students getting involved outside of the classroom? So I think this question is asking about maybe campus clubs or professional development. You've already mentioned maybe stackable certificates or some internship options, but are there other ways where a student could build their network, connect with students who are also interested in this area outside of the classroom?
I'm sure there are lots of opportunities available. For example, I think there are several like student clubs that focus on the different interests. And I know the Luddy School is also part of like a Women in Technology. We have students every year to go to those conferences to present or just to participate. So I'm sure there are lots of opportunities available.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And the international office is always happy to help connect students to clubs, resources, support systems on campus too. So always reach out and check with us, check with your department. We are happy to help and hopefully a good resource for our students along the way. Oh, okay. So this is another question coming in. Excellent. So I see another question coming in from our Facebook page. Could you please tell us a little bit about maybe your favorite course you're teaching right now, or maybe share a little bit more about your area of specific research focus? What is your area of interest within the field?
All right. So should I go first?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice about nice question actually. Although I'm a teaching professor here, my first responsibility is teaching, but I do research also. So my PhD was in data mining, especially analyzing the big data and finding algorithm how to process big data in real time. So big data means the data size volume is very large, and the traditional data mining algorithm that cannot actually process those data in real time, so that it produce result in significant time. Maybe you can apply those algorithm. It will give you a result after 2 days or 3 days. That won't be helpful. So my PhD thesis was to develop some algorithms so that we can do faster processing of big data. And in my lab, we achieved like 80 to 90% speed gain in some area. In some other area, it was like 50 to 60. So this way, we analyze this data. So this is some practical example of how we apply this in real life. Suppose you have um, a surveillance camera. You want to detect the face of different people, and if some of these faces matches with your database, you can trigger something. So if it takes much time in that, by that time the people will be out of their scene. So you have to detect it, and then um, I mean, in real time. So here this research come in handy. So this kind of research is actually very helpful. So if you want to do this kind of research, maybe I can help a little bit. But yeah, but our other faculty members are doing this kind of research, so we can tag with them, and then we can do research on this. My favorite subject is, of course, programming. I teach programming language very much. I am also doing software teaching a software capstone course right now. So these courses are students are excited. I give them the tips how to manage the programs, how to manage their projects, so that they can show it to their future potential employer, their capstone project. That will be a good asset for them. Dr. Zhu?
Sure. I teach 4 different courses for the informatics program. The first one is it's a math course. It's mathematical foundations of informatics. And then I teach 3 application development courses, mainly programming and database, those kind of things. So my favorite subject is also programming. I have had experience with many different programming languages. I remember the first programming course I took was C, C++, and then later I do Java programming, I do PHP programming. Now we're doing Python programming. So we're teaching Pythons in all the courses now. Um, and we also do, in addition to this traditional web application development, we also teach a course that develops this API. That's one of the project I showed you, the API stuff, because this is very popular now. Okay. So I'm a teaching professor, so teaching is my focus, but I also do research in mainly focus on teaching based, just teaching focused research. So I just finished a 4 million NS grant last year. So we do research, even though research is not our focus.
Thank you both for sharing a little bit more about your areas of focus and your current courses this semester and most recently. Let's see. We have time for maybe 1 or 2 more questions. So I do see another one coming in to both professors. They would like to know, you know, maybe for someone who's not going to go in directly to computer science or informatics, I believe this person is interested more in the health sector and wants to pursue health informatics, especially if maybe they have a medical background or something like that. But what skills would still be helpful and beneficial within the realm of computer science and informatics for someone to focus on, to pursue, brush up on, to learn? Would you have any suggestions there?
Luddy School does have a degree called Health Informatics. They recently changed the name. I don't remember the full name. Something related to the health. It just focus on health informatics if that's what you want to pursue. I'm really not sure what the requirements, but I assume you don't need. There's no prerequisite or anything. So they will teach you all the fundamental courses first before they go to the advanced courses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think we both mentioned this earlier as well. Whether it's a question that has been asked today and kind of answered on the call, or whether you think of a question later on, please be sure to reach out and connect with us. In the chat, you can see the ways to connect with everyone in the Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering. I'll also drop in ways to stay connected with the international admissions team in the Office of International Affairs, and we would love to keep the conversations going. So connect with us, let us know how we can help you through the admissions process, or maybe a program-specific question. We look forward to hearing from you. And as we start to wrap up a little bit, I know that this is always a very exciting time as folks who have applied to maybe a master's program, for example, are waiting to hear about admissions releases and admissions decisions. For anyone on the call who's maybe applied and would like to learn more about when they'll hear from the department about the decision, that would be a great example. Please reach out to the department, check on your personal application and your application status, and we're excited to hear from you. I'll be sure to drop the emails in the chat as well, but kind of the final question today for you both. Any advice or words of wisdom to those listening in who are excited to apply, excited to become a student in a computer science major or informatics major? Any last minute words of wisdom or guidance that you can share with everyone listening today?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I would like to thank them for joining us today, and those who will be joining later, seeing our video offline. But yeah, so I will suggest them to consider the Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering, and both our degree programs. Department has a nice degree programs, and I will assure you that you will be in good hand with our experienced pool of faculty members. Uh, Tons of research experience and funding opportunities are there also. And I would like to continue the conversation later on. So if you have any question, please reach out to us. We'll be glad to answer all of your questions. Thank you.
I also want to thank you all for attending these sessions. So first of all, this our presentation is very brief. I only give you very little information. So please explore the visit our school's website, and you'll find a lot more information over there. If you have not started your application process, I encourage you to start as early as possible. If you have already started the process, and then please feel free to reach out to us. So if we don't know the answer, how to answer your question, we can certainly find a way and forward the question to someone who can actually answer your questions.
Yeah. Oh, I like to say that as well. And that's such a nice way to kind of wrap up today. I'll end again by saying thank you to you both for your time and for sharing such great information about the programs. Thank you to everyone who was able to listen in and join us today. Stay connected. We'd love to hear from you. And please join us for our final webinar of the spring 2025 semester. We will have our final presentation on April 12th, focusing on physics. So join us then. Thanks, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your weekend ahead.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.